Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer!
Hello,
Right. Boring Review Nation!
Kind of pointless.
We know all things.
What up, and welcome back to Boring Reviews. Jodi here.
Nick here.
And today we are reacting to another...
Pitch meeting, or as I call them, PMs, minus the S.
When did you start calling PM?
Pitch meeting, PM.
Minus the S.
You like that?
Oh my gosh. Whatever. I do
3
not
seconds and they
PMS.
I didn't say you did.
I'm just saying.
I was just being that immature. But we're going to go ahead. What kind of pitch meeting are we checking out today?
The Hunger Games. Woo!
Excitement right there. We're looking at the first one. Oh my gosh. I'm just giving you a hard time. I don't know. Yeah, so there's one that says the sequels. I'm sure there's one for the other ones. We're excited to check out the other ones. It's good to do like a whole series of different movies. We just finished Pirates reactions for the pitch meetings. Go ahead and check those out if you want to. Or any other pitch meetings that we reacted to are on the channel. We're excited to check this out. If you're excited for us to check out this, and if you like anything we do, please don't forget to
like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of the next uploaded videos. I remember you seeing this movie and telling me it was so good, and so I had to watch it. And then we each read the book in like 3 days, like all 3 books in 3 days, one day each a book. I can't talk.
I didn't read it that fast. She might have, but
I did.
I'm not that fast of a reader. Here we go.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's called The Hunger Games, and it's based on a book series where a bunch of kids are forced into like a battle royale to the death. Oh, that sounds a lot like that movie Battle Royale. No, it doesn't. Oh, okay, my bad. So basically there are 12 districts, and a boy and a girl are chosen from each of them, and they have to go fight to the death in the Hunger Games. Why are they called the Hunger Games? Well, there's not really any food in the district, so by the way, the actors are gonna have to look skinny and malnourished and, well, hungry. Okay, and would you settle for having beautiful, well-fed actors that are in terrific shape? Yeah, that works. Great. So anyway, the main girl, Katniss, gives her little sister, Primrose, a pin, and she's like, nothing bad can happen to you when you have this. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, it is. So then Prim immediately gets her name chosen in the death lottery. That pin didn't work at all. Not even a little bit. So then Katniss steps up and she's like, I volunteer as tribute so my sister doesn't die. Very nice moment. Yeah, so then Primrose gives her the pin back, you know? She's like, looks like you're gonna need this. That pin that she just had the worst luck with? That's the one. I guess that's a nice moment. And then this guy, Peeta, is also gonna get chosen. Oh, and what's his deal? Well, he really likes Katniss, but so does this other guy, Gale. Wait, are you saying this is based on a popular book series and there's a teenage love triangle? That's right. Oh my god, we are so gonna snatch up that Twilight crowd. Yeah, we are. I love it. So anyway, then Katniss and Peeta are gonna meet their mentor, this guy, Haymitch. Oh, and what's his deal? Well, he won the Hunger Games back in the day, and he's an alcoholic now. Oh, is that gonna be problematic? No, he's just gonna be an alcoholic in like the first scene. Oh, then he gets over it? Pretty much immediately, yes. Well, good for him. Anyway, he tells them that they need to be likable because sponsors can airdrop supplies during the game. Oh, interesting. So they get set up with this guy, Cinna, who's in charge of wardrobes and whatnot. Okay. And he's like, I think you guys should ride into the opening ceremony on fire. How does he plan on doing that? Well, he shows them this flame, right? And he's like, this isn't real fire, and these suits are made so you won't feel a thing. Wait, so is it fake fire, or is the suit fireproof? Yes. Well, okay then. So then they have to train for the games, and they meet all the other tributes from the other districts. Wow, it's gonna be hard to deal with the emotionality of that, you know? Meeting all these other kids that were chosen as tributes, knowing Katniss has to kill them. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, pretty much all the other tributes are straight up evil. Oh, they are? Yeah, they were raised to do the game, so they're real into murder. Wow, okay, that takes a lot of the pressure off of us having to deal with any ethical dilemmas. Exactly. Well, great, that sounds hard. So then they need to get evaluated and get the attention of the sponsors. Okay. So Katniss shoots the apple out of the mouth of a roast pig they're enjoying. They're within firing range of the tributes without any protection? That's right. Oh, very irresponsible. So anyway, then the Hunger Games start and Katniss runs away real fast. Oh boy. Yeah, it's gonna get nuts. Kids killing kids super violently. It's gotta be PG-13 though. Kids killing kids off screen with a lot of shaky cam. There it is. Now the whole family can enjoy the child murders. Very smart. And sometimes we'll cut away to these these flamboyant announcers that are doing a play-by-play for a cheering crowd.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, it's gonna really highlight how horrible these people are for getting enjoyment out of watching kids kill each other.
Isn't that what people who come watch this movie are gonna be doing?
Yeah, but that's different.
Oh, so?
Because we'll be making money off of this.
Oh, okay, so that makes it good.
Exactly.
So what else happens?
Well, at a certain point, Katniss wanders too far, and so the game masters force her back to the action by setting the forest on fire.
Oh my god, isn't the forest fire gonna kill everyone?
No, they just put it out once she ends up where they want her to be.
They can instantly put out fire?
Yeah, because of vague technology.
Oh, neat.
And we're gonna see that
Vague
PETA joined an
technology.
alliance of bad guys as a way to stay alive.
Oh, they don't kill him?
Well, they say they're only keeping him alive because it'll help them track down Katniss faster.
They trust the guy that's in love with her, that he's gonna help them find her?
That's what we're going with. So then they do find her and she climbs up a tree.
So they climb up the tree too?
No, the main guy Kato tries, but he falls.
So does he, you know, try again?
He does not, and nobody else does either.
Oh, instantly abandoning strategies is tight.
And then they try shooting arrows at her a couple of times, but that doesn't work either.
So they change angles and, you know, try again?
No, they give up on that too, right away.
Oh, they give up on things so fast.
Yeah, and so then they start a fire.
Oh, that's very smart. They want to burn down the tree and kill Katniss.
No, they just start a fire so they can settle in for the night.
What?
Yeah, because PETA's like, guys, let's just go to bed and kill her in the morning.
Don't they kill PETA? They said they were just using him to find Katniss.
Yeah, no, they don't kill him. They listen to his idea.
Wow.
Anyway, so then all the bad guys fall asleep, right?
They don't leave anyone awake standing guard?
They do not. And so Katniss manages to
They
drop
do.
some crazy poison wasps on them, but she gets stung too.
Oh, so what happens to her?
Well, she passes out and wakes up a couple of days later being taken care of by this little girl, Rue.
Wait, so the game master started a forest fire because she was too far from the action, but then they let her sleep for several days?
That's right.
And what's up with the announcers? Do they just work 24 hours a day as all this stuff is happening?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
So anyway,
Was it really days that she was asleep after she was
In the
stung?
book, yeah, and
Does Rue say you've been out for a couple of days?
yep, and Rue even says like she changed her leaves and everything so that she.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering the same thing when he was talking about the announcers. Like, yeah, do they have any kind of replacement? Because the two guys, you could have them both take different shifts, but they're both together, probably during prime time, and they probably have like some four-string guys. I mean, it's kind of getting too into it, but
Right. No, but it's funny. Well, and not just that, but you'd have to hide her pretty well that those tributes wouldn't have found her during those few days that she was out.
what I'm thinking about
Unless
the
they
tree
were
thing,
out themselves.
yeah, I mean, they could have been trying to recover too, but one of them died, so you think they'd be taking, try to find her to get revenge. But they had all those weapons, they could have just thrown all of them up
Well,
there.
Not just that, these were the kids that were in the districts that trained.
Yeah.
So you can't
Climb
tell
up a
me
tree?
that after training for years, they can't aim a bow and arrow or they can't throw a hatchet or, you know, I'm just saying. Just saying.
Anyway, then Katniss is gonna blow up the enemy's food by shooting a bag of apples, which then fall on some mines.
Oh, this girl loves shooting arrows at apples.
Yeah, it's definitely the fruit that moves the plot forward the most in the movie.
Wow.
But then
Think
this
about
kid
that.
kills Rue, and so Katniss kills him. It's gonna be really sad.
Yikes, 2 children dying, that's super sad.
No, only one of the deaths is sad. The other child was a bad child.
Oh, okay.
So then Katniss finds PETA, and he's just perfectly camouflaged as a rock.
Yeah.
What? How did he manage that?
Well, he used to decorate cakes in a bakery, so...
Did he decorate them as rocks?
I guess so.
Oh, very weird cake orders.
So then the game masters are like, okay, you know what? 2 tributes can win if they're from the same district, because Katniss and PETA are pretending like they're in love.
Okay.
And then they release a bunch of violent dogs as like the finale, and PETA and Katniss manage to get them to kill Kato.
Oh, so they win?
Well, they have to threaten a double suicide with some berries first. Actually, berries are very important too, now that I think of it.
What? What's going on?
Well, they win.
That's great. And so what happens with Gale?
Oh, stay tuned.
Stay tuned?
Yeah, this is a book series, remember? That's all gonna come later.
Oh, wow, yeah. So how many books are there in this series?
3.
Okay, that's too bad.
What's wrong?
Well, I was kind of hoping we'd get more than 3 movies out of this franchise.
Well, we could always go with the Twilight and Harry Potter strategy.
Oh, yeah, very true.
Yeah, into 4. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Thank
I thought they were saying the
goodness.
finals in the 4 movies. That'd be
Oh.
crazy.
Thank goodness they stopped doing that. Like, I get it. Like, some of these books have, like, very lengthy...
Did it not
Last
work, though?
books,
For the
but-
box office?
Oh, no, it was perfect for them. But there were certain books that I was like, you don't really need to do that with, and... I don't know. I think that the 3rd book in the Hunger Games series is neither one of us liked it.
No.
She couldn't really write a war, so I'm like, really, we're gonna split this one up into 2.
You could have
like,
split up the second one into 2. You could have split up
Yeah.
maybe the first one into 2. I don't know if you really needed to, but yeah, the last,
the last
one, which
one
is
was like
just
the odd one to split.
boring. It was hard to get through.
Yeah.
I mean, we liked the movies. I just watched the second one with our daughter a few weeks ago. Really enjoyed that one. both parts of the Mockingjay one are just not very good in my opinion at all. But man alive, did he come with some great plot holes for this movie that I had not considered before. I mean, there's always plot holes in every movie, which is why this is such a genius idea by Ryan George. But I did not think about, I didn't even think about the connection with the apples. Like shooting an arrow at an apple, like did they just kind of were they trying to be poetic? Did they get lazy with the same kind of fruit or whatever? It's a cool scene with all the mines around the food, like try to get the food you're gonna blow up.
I think it's just a fruit that you would typically have in a bag together. Like if you go to the store and you don't want to pick out individual apples, you can buy a bag of apples.
No dragon fruit?
So, you know what? With coming from the capital, yeah, you would expect that they would give you
that
like
would be
some
their
fancy
fruit, right?
fruit.
That crazy looking fruit.
You're so right. Whatevs.
Which isn't my favorite, by the way. Let us know. Do you like dragon fruit? It's kind of bland for my taste. I'm sure if you mix up with other things, it's really good. And it looks kind of crazy because like it's all purpley red on the outside,
It's really
and the
pretty.
inside is like cookies and cream.
It's like white with black. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind it. I like it.
Reminds me of kiwi, but just not as sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, we are way off track. This was hilarious. This was fantastic. It's hard when you like the movie and you hear this or that, but this one wasn't hard at all because it was absolutely hilarious. You gotta love, as always, the two characters that played by Ryan George, and just like their like overly pleasant type thing where I don't know. I just absolutely love it.
I love that. Well, you don't care about these kids dying, but you care about this one dying.
Yeah.
But it's
Bad
so
kids.
true. Like the bad kids, because if you think about it, even when they're training, they focus on the bad kids more. And I hate to say bad, but the ones that make you think that they're evil ones.
Yeah. Villains.
As opposed to all the other kids, because there's 12 districts. So you have 24 kids, and you focus on like 4 or 5 of them the entire time besides Katniss and Peeta.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they do a good job of like, because otherwise you would feel bad for all these other ones.
And it's actually quite genius for the people making the movie, because that had to be a conversation. Like, how are we going to do this where people aren't just going to be so, like, they're not going to want to boycott the film because we're killing kids on screen. We'll make them villains. Oh, yeah, that works. And people watch. Did any of us ever think, like, some people, you try to tell the movie to someone, oh, Hunger Games is cool, you should watch it. What's it about? Kids killing each other. What? But when you watch it, you don't feel bad for them?
Well, and I can't do, like, kids and getting hurt and stuff like that. So I remember you saw the movie without me.
Yeah.
And you came back and said, no, I actually think that you would be able to do this. And I watched handle it. And I'd watched the movie and I liked it. And I even read the books and I was okay with it.
Yeah.
But typically I can't handle anything that's harming kids. So they took a concept that's very morbid, and even you have to actually say the author, because she's the one who did it in the first place, and then the movies just picked it up. But she did a good job of making it where it wasn't so morbid.
Yeah, I think it's Suzanne Collins.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let us know what you think about our reaction to this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and check out some other Pitch Me reactions we reacted to. And until next time.
Goodbye.